Yeehaw! And welcome back to the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. All right, we have made it to Chip City Cookies for this week's lineup. They do really weird ways of introducing their lineups. Like they introduce it on like a Thursday or a Friday, but they have a lot more flavors than crumble, and it really is interesting. They also are, starting to sell cookies in certain locations too, so that's very interesting. I got those, and I've got a review coming for that as well. But right now the focus is on this week's lineup, of course. And today, only $4.20, they have a Cap'n Crunch cookie. So that is the big feature here, and I'm really perplexed about that. Crumble has not done their Cap'n Crunch cookie in what's been maybe 2 years, so it's a little bit of a, oh boy, Crumble, you better be listening, you better be watching what's going on. So very, very good lineup, like apple pie, s'mores, cannoli. These are lit. Now, I know, the first time I had these, was not impressed. The brand just doesn't seem like they have as good as cookies as Crumble, but like I'm impressed. These flavors look impressive. So of course we're going to start with the Cap'n Crunch cookie, which is massive. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely massive. Looks like a nice glaze on it, and breaking it in half. Oh, that's like a cereal milk glaze of sorts on a Cap'n Crunch base. So we're gonna go ahead and give ourselves a little bite, not too much. These cookies are big. We don't need but so much to kind of form our opinion here. Oh, that's nice and gooey. When I tried these last time, they were kind of dry. It just looks nice and gooey. It's very interesting. I don't like it as much as Crumble's take on it. I think Crumble has a little bit more flavor to it. The milk glaze is interesting. I mean, it's nice, but it's solid. I like how the texture is pretty gooey. A little bit of that cornbread-esque kind of flavor there. I'd give it 7.5. I think it's very good. All right, so moving on. I guess we'll move on to apple pie. Again, a lot going on here. And it's an apple pie stuffed oatmeal cookie. And ooh, part of this doesn't look so good, but part of it, oh man, look at that apple. Just piercing out. So let's go ahead, grab a little bit of a bite here, and tell you how apple pie is. A little too much oatmeal base, a little bit too spiced, right? I want a little less spice there. With some apple pie stuff, I've always thought could use more spice. That could use less, but it's good. It's very intriguing. I would say pretty much on the level that Cap'n Crunch puts itself. Very intriguing amount of flavor, and it's nice. It's a nice change up. I give it, again, like a 7.5. All right, so s'mores. We're gonna move on to s'mores. Crumble absolutely nails the s'more flavor. This one looks kind of similar to Crumble's. We'll have to see. I say kind of similar, but then I look at it a little bit more. It kind of just looks like a chocolate chip cookie. So, again, we're tasting it to see first, and then we'll make our judgments. That's pretty daggone good. I do taste some graham. There is a lot of brown sugar cookie dough to this. Like, it's not dough now, but it's cooked, that you can taste. So it's not quite as good as Crumble's, but it's very good. Good mix of graham, marshmallow, chocolate, and cookie base. I give it a solid, I think 8.5 is good. I think that's very, very appropriate for that cookie. All right, cannoli. Now, Crumble's cannoli was one of the most overhyped things. It was like a sandwich cookie, not much cannoli flavor to it. we'll have to see about this one. Again, this one could also have itself, you know, looking good, but then not tasting anything like a cannoli. But my struggle is trying to break off a piece of icing. So just bear with me as I get to that. All right, there's a piece. Yes, that icing tastes much closer to a cannoli than what crumble did. That's actually very good. Very simple, but very good. I think I like the s'mores one better. But they really hit on that icing. They really hit well. I'm gonna give it 8. They did a very good job. All right, now we may step into territory where these cookies are kind of boring. I didn't get peanut butter chip today. Could have, but oh well. This is cookies and cream. It looks kind of promising. Oh, some creamy chips in there. As you know, I love cookies and cream milkshake from Crumble, but their cookies and cream cookie doesn't do it for me. We're gonna have to see about this one, right? So let's try it. That's pretty good. Again, not as good as cookies and cream milkshake. Just something about that texture, that creaminess of it, and just the temperature of it makes it hit different. But way better than Crumble's take on cookies and cream. Absolutely way better. I'm trying to think. What I would put that right there with S'mores. I'll give it like an 8.5. I'm still not finding this cookie that makes me go absolutely wow, but this week from Chip City Cookies really a step up from when I had them in New York. It was the most pathetic lineup I have ever seen a cookie place do, and this lineup really steps it up. All right, so this is vegan Brookie, and there's a look. I guess I'll take a piece right here. Ooh, feels a little crunchy, but that don't mean nothing. Let's try it. That's the issue you have with vegan cookies, is they can be kind of crunchy. It's not bad though. You can actually taste brownie. But I think it is overpowering and getting a little too crunchy for me. Yeah. I give it a 6. That was definitely, just because of the texture there, it was definitely the worst of the bunch, but it was still solid, right? The flavor of it, you could definitely taste brownie. And while it wasn't the best flavor, it was okay, right? You know, when we tried this place the first time, we were running into a lot of 6s and lower. This lineup, very good. Would I suggest you run and go get this Cap'n Crunch cookie? Maybe just because of how Crumble's been treating us, but I can't say for sure if I would absolutely say, yeah, you gotta go get it. But yeah, that is my review. I'm sticking to it, and I'll see y'all around. Yay!